And a deadly avalanche in the Sierra today. One person is killed, another hurt in the snow slide at Palisades Tahoe. That forced the ski resort to shut down operations today. Here's video showing the moments that people were working to dig out skiers who were trapped by the snow. Well, emergency crews spent hours looking for possible victims. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Golston Dart.
And I'm Edie Lambert. And just minutes ago, we learned the name of the skier who was killed. He is 66-year-old Kenneth Kidd. He was a resident of Point Reyes and also the Tahoe Truckee area. That avalanche happened around 9:30 this morning. This map shows the specific part of the ski resort when the avalanche happened. It was just above the GS Bowl area of KT 22. This was the first day of the season for that run, so listen to the effort to locate and dig out those trapped skiers. That really gives you a sense of the work there as crews were using shovels to dig out one of the skiers. Obviously, that person was one of the lucky ones. He survived. He told KCRA 3 that he is okay and now just processing this whole ordeal.
We have put together some live team coverage on the avalanche today. We're going to start with KCRA 3's Brittany Hope, who joins us right now from Palisades Tahoe.
It's now been just over 8 hours since that deadly avalanche hit here at Palisades Tahoe. At this point, the resort is really quiet. All who is left is media, some resort staff, and people who were spending the night here at the resort. But in the camera view, I'm sure you can see the conditions. They have been harsh all day. Wind has been blowing the snow sideways, well below freezing temperatures and whiteout conditions. We spoke to one man who saw that search and rescue mission. Take a listen.
I think this is not good news, and when you look at the weather and the conditions, it was like a worst-case situation.
Paul Selski filmed those conditions near the KT 22 lift at Palisades Tahoe. You can hear the wind as rescue crews raced their way up the mountain.
An employee came up to me and said, "We're closing the mountain right now, that there's been a large avalanche with multiple people caught, and we're resourcing all our ski patrol resources to the incident, so we need to close the mountain." I saw a snowmobile, ski patroller snowmobile, come down towing a sled with an individual in the sled, and they went over toward the clinic by the Funitel base and put somebody on a stretcher and brought them in the clinic, and then I noticed many emergency vehicles around the clinic.
Officials confirmed an avalanche killed one man and hurt another.
2 other people that were caught in the slide, and they were both, one of them was, I think, extracted by her partner, and the other one was assisted by some other guests.
Leaders with the resort say their teams deemed the area safe.
KT 22 opened today for the first day of the season. We've had ski patrol up there doing avalanche control assessment since Sunday. So for the past few days, they've been up there doing control work, evaluating weather conditions, setting up all the safety markings, hazard markings, etc., to get it prepared for today's opening.
Law enforcement and Palisades Tahoe staff say more than 100 people helped with search and rescue in a situation where every second counts.
This is a dynamic situation. We're still undergoing an investigation. We have a lot to learn yet.
And just minutes ago, right before the newscast, we did learn the name of the man who was killed here. He was identified by authorities as 66-year-old Kenneth Kidd. They say that he lived in Point Reyes and also lived here in the Tahoe Truckee area. As for the other man who was hurt in all of this, we still don't know that man's name, but we do know he is expected to survive. We're reporting live at Palisades Tahoe. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
Brittany, have you heard anything at this point about the resort reopening?
So as of earlier this afternoon, resort staff tell me they do plan to open tomorrow. But we know that conditions can change here, not just because of the avalanche that happened here today, but also because of this storm system. If you are someone who is headed here, you do want to check online just to make sure. But as for now, the plan is to open tomorrow.
All right, Brittany, thank you.
Well, we want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan to look at the conditions here that might have caused this, because there are some unusual components to this today, Mark.
Well, the thing that I found most unusual is to have an avalanche inbounds in an area that is patrolled. But let's first start with the lay of the land. So here's Olympic Valley, here's Highway 89, Lake Tahoe would be down there, and then you have Alpine Meadows down in here, and the entire area is now known as Palisades. So where we had the slide happen today is in this bowl right in here. This is pretty steep. Now, if you look right here, there is a ridge top. That faces basically north to south. When we get our prevailing winds from the west, they rise up over that ridge, and what happens on a day like today, where it's windy and it's snowing, is you get varying amounts of snow, and the snow tends to get dumped into this bowl, which makes this very popular because you can get a lot of snow. But the problem is it gets dumped unevenly. They call that uneven loading. So in one area it may have snow that's 5 or 6 feet deep, and just a few feet away the snow is only a foot deep. So that's uneven loading. Let me spin the map around for you. I can give you maybe a better look at what's happening. You saw with Brittany that down here at the base, it's still pretty windy. Well, imagine going up to the top, right up here. That's 8,000 feet. So it has been even windier up on that ridge top. And that's where KT-22 is. So you have this ridge top with snow being deposited in here. It's very steep, goes from 8,000 feet down to about 7,000 feet. So it's very steep, uneven snow, and the snow ended up sliding today. Now, we have been seeing some pretty good snow lately, even though it has been a pretty dry season so far. Back on January 7th, we saw 17 inches of snow reported at Palisades, and today we're adding to that, and that probably added to the uneven conditions we saw on that mountain today. Back to you.